First, the logarithm of x equals a means that e to the a equals x. And remember that the logarithm of x is not defined if x is negative or 0. This graph shows the logarithms, y equals logarithm of x, as it approaches the y and starts to decrease. There are properties of natural logarithms. The natural logarithm of xy equals logarithm x plus logarithm of y. The second property, if it's x over y, then you use subtraction, the logarithm of x minus the logarithm of y. And the third property is logarithm x to the z. You just move the z in front of the logarithm, so it's z times the logarithm of x. And you also have to remember that the logarithm of x and e to the x are inverse functions, like shown here. Now for an example, solve for t. 16 equals 5e to the 2t. Now the first step you have to do is put a logarithm in front of each equation. So logarithm 16 equals logarithm 5 times e to the 2t. And then you have to follow the first property of natural logarithms. So since it's shown here that it's multiplication, you have to add them. You have to remember that the logarithm of e to the x equals x. So continuing on with this problem, logarithm 16 equals logarithm of 5 plus 2t. Now you have to try and get t by itself. So logarithm of 16 minus logarithm 5 equals 2t. Then you divide by 2, and logarithm 16 equals 1.16. So your answer is 0.5 equals t. The next equation, solve for t, 5.1t equals 3.7t. This one is pretty similar to the previous equation. All you have to do is, again, put the logarithms for each number. So ln 5.1t equals logarithm 3.7t. Now again, similar to the other equation, you have to follow the properties. And this one, there's a t as the exponent, so you have to bring the t to the front. So now it's t logarithm 5.1 equals t logarithm 3.7. Now all you have to do is figure out the number of logarithm 5.1. So you put that in your calculator. ln 5.1 is 1.63. And logarithm 3.7 is 1.31. Ow! All you have to do now is try and get t by itself again. So you subtract, you bring 1.31 over this side. So it'll be 1.63t minus 1.31t equals 0. Now all you have to do is do the math. 1.63 minus 1.31 and 0.32t equals 0. Again, you divide by 0.32, and of course t is just 0. And that's your answer. And that ends the lesson on the natural logarithms and the properties of logarithms.